Today, I'm starting my very first Bushcraft log cabin project completely from scratch out here in the woods. I've never built anything like this before, so it's going to be a crazy adventure. No heavy equipment, just hand tools, logs, and a lot of hard work. So let's go ahead and get started. Back out here at where we're making the small cabin, but after last night, I did some more scouting, and we have a lot more logs to work with than I thought we did. I made the dimensions for the cabin bigger. So we're gonna make it bigger, longer, and I found a bunch more like big logs that we can use. So we're gonna go cut those all down, and then I'll show you guys the plan once we have them all laid out. I underestimated how heavy these newly cut logs were rather than super old logs that have been sitting out for forever. I just put together this little rope thing, and it makes it way easier to pull all these logs to where we need them to go. Just about time to start building. Okay, time to lay out the base. So I got that one flipped around. That one's fitting good. Now we're gonna go two short ones that butt up against the ends of this big one. And we'll do longer ones that go over it after that. Got the rough layout of the 3 walls done. And for this small log cabin build, I'm actually going to do 3 walls right here, and then for the door, half of it will be the door, and then the other half I'll have vertical smaller poles going up and down that'll go with the roof like this, and then we'll have the door right here. Look at the size of that worm. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's my hand. I think we got both of our notches done. You can see right here we got our first notch, and then I leveled this log out a little bit, and right here we got our second notch. Alright, got our notches cut in the wood now, and now we're going to put them together and see if they fit. Might have to make some small adjustments. We're going to have to make a couple more small adjustments for this log. Shave down both of these sides right here where there are some bumps, and finish the notches right there. Let's see if it fits good. There we go. Finally, took a lot of shaving and work, but fits in there pretty nice. We can move on to the next log. Get We cut this end off, so now it's nice and level. Okay, we got both of our notches in the logs and ready to put them together and see how they fit. Oh yeah, this log fits really well. It is nice and sturdy in there, nice and tight. Yeah, that was a good one. Our notches are holding together nice and strong, and this log ain't going anywhere. It's officially day 8 of the small bushcraft log cabin build, and just before this I just got done collecting a few more logs because I wasn't sure if we were gonna have enough, but we'll definitely be all right now. There we go. Next log is added and it's looking good. Got the notch in it. Now we're gonna put it up. The walls are starting to get high. Alright, the next piece is on. It's notched in nice and tight, except we had a little bit of a problem with this end, and I accidentally broke it off and went too deep with the notch. But we put a nail in it, and it's still sturdy anyways. And once we get the next logs on it, it'll be nice and pinned down. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it, but we definitely got a lot done so far. It's starting to come together and it's looking good. You guys can see here, looking very, very nice. All right, today we're gonna try to finish up a majority of these walls and get a couple more logs out, and that'll be the end of part 1 for this log cabin build. Alright, a little bit of a gap, but it'll be easy enough to fill in, and yeah, it's fitting pretty nice, so I think we're good to move on to the next log. So in some of these low areas, it's kind of like chinking that we'll do a little bit later. But instead, we're just gonna kind of pre-do it so that it's more level and it'll fit better with the log. Now, this is probably something I should have started doing earlier, but we're kind of learning as we go with this build, because this is my first like log cabin I've ever built. So yeah, haven't really ever done anything like this, so we're kind of just figuring out as we go. But we'll try that and see if it works. So we're just gonna go ahead and nail one of these down, and that should even it out, and it actually holds it pretty tight, so it should work out just fine. All right, we got these pieces of wood on to help even it out. We got our notches, so you guys can see, and we're gonna put it together and see how it fits. Oh yeah, it's a nice sturdy fit. The last log back here is on, and they're all fitting together nice. It is looking very good. I'm very happy with how it's going so far for my first log cabin build. So yeah, that'll wrap it up for part 1 of this adventure, but make sure to stay tuned for part 2 when we finish the walls. We still got a couple more logs that we gotta put up, and then we'll start working on the roof and the door and the front wall. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.